we need to think of a new advert for freebets.com.
Get your best betting offers from freebets.com.
Yeah, that'll do.
The following deals are now live.
Matt Lenihan, Boxing Social, in association with Empire Fight Store and freebets.com. We're here, Eddie Hearn. Eddie, first off, how's the head?
Yeah, it was funny looking back. Do you know what I mean? It was like, no, but I was just, obviously Nunes won the fight, and I've just leaped so high with excitement, and it's just gone dong on some ceramic pot, and then it's just blood everywhere. Anyway, you know.
I bet Frank Smith had life, didn't he? On that?
No, he's a pansy. I said to him, look, is it bad? And he's like, oh, he nearly fainted. So, no, listen, Nunes got the win, and we had an incredible show in Oaxaca. It was fantastic, honestly. And flew back last night, and we're here now in Edinburgh, absolutely buzzing. Yeah. Got the whistle on and the suit, because it's a big fight. You know, we've been a little bit casual lately in the appearance.
Very casual.
Not today. This is a big, all-British fight. It's a classic, and we're really looking forward to April 27th.
Well, look, I spoke to you about this fight on a couple of occasions, and the talk was really about, will it land on DAZN, DAZN pay-per-view? We're not sure it's a pay-per-view fight, but look, it's here, it's landed. Is it pay-per-view on DAZN, or is this going to be free?
No, part of your subscription, and that was really the key to the fight. But I think one of the reasons that we moved to DAZN, many reasons, but one of them was we're getting a lot of stick about too many pay-per-views. And this is the kind of fight that on Sky, now, because we know that, but when I was there, we would have done it pay-per-view. The whole point was that we could deliver these kind of fights, pay-per-view offerings, as part of your subscription. Sky came in, Boxer came in, made a big offer to do this fight on pay-per-view. Luckily, and thank you, DAZN stepped up and said, no, we'll make this part of your subscription. So brilliant news for fight fans, and great news, and the right decision. Because we've got Joshua Ngannou, you've got Fury-Usyk coming, you've got all these, and these are mega worldwide fights on pay-per-view. This is a British classic that would normally be on pay-per-view, but not anymore. And hopefully I can win back some of the support from all those people I used to charge pay-per-view. Always giving you value for money. But now,
always,
Christmas has come early, baby. April 27, live on DAZN. Taylor Catterall 2, it's going to be fantastic.
Well, what are you expecting from this press conference today? I mean, Sam Jones is here. I know he's got his bottle of Iron Brew. I think he's in wind-up mode already.
I think if I'm Josh Taylor, I'm trying to stay calm, right? No, but I feel that, you know, even from the posts and stuff like that, if I'm the training team, I'm saying to Josh Taylor, nice and calm. We'll go out there, we beat this guy, we move on. When you start letting emotion get into it, that's when it becomes really exciting for me. And I don't think Josh is the kind of guy that can just chill out up there. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he can listen to Sam Jones. I mean, listen, Sam's my mate. He's so annoying. Imagine what Josh Taylor thinks of him. And, you know, Jack Catterall's got a lot to say for himself. This has been 2 years in the making. You know, and this feels like Frampton Quigg all over again, because the reason Frampton Quigg didn't happen is just because of the hatred between the two teams, quite honestly. And the reason this rematch didn't happen earlier is for the same reason. Like, it was so controversial. It should have just happened instantly. But they cannot stand each other. And that's when emotions get involved. All of a sudden, it's like, I'm not doing it. Fuck, no, he can do one. And then you never get the fight. Now we've got it. And now we can bring back, hopefully, those great press conferences, those great moments. And this is what we need. You know, I've said in so many interviews lately about, and listen, we're very blessed that Saudi Arabia are coming in, investing a huge amount of money in the sport, making the mega fights. We have to make the big fights in Britain. And this is a real example of what we are trying to do to make sure that we can pack that schedule with great British fight nights. And Leeds, tickets go on sale, Matchroom Fight Pass Wednesday, general sale on Friday. It's going to be fantastic.
Absolutely. Look, I seen you visit Anthony Joshua recently, obviously training down there with Ben Davison. How's he looking, obviously preparing away for Ngannou? Happy with what you see?
Really good. I mean, it's the first time I've been down to see Ben set up, which is weird because it's about 20 minutes from me. Fantastic. Really good. So impressed with those guys. AJ's always, you know, gives it everything in training camp. They're just gelling really well. I'm watching him hit pads. You know, it's explosive, it's dangerous, but so is the fight. You know, and it's different. You know, I feel like if you're going in and fighting, I don't know, Zhang, Parker, Hrgovic, you've seen them 20, 30 times. You go in and go on and you've got 10 rounds of footage to dissect. And one of the things that Ben and Wiley are very good at is putting a game plan together, which is difficult to do on the basis of the lack of footage. But at least they got 10 rounds of footage this time. Fury had none. And that is a problem. And this guy's dangerous and he's strong, but AJ's looking spectacular.
What do you make of Maurizio Sullivan's comments regarding video replays potentially for Tyson Fury or Oleksandr Usyk, potentially more judging? I know he's talked about that. What's your sort of opinion on that? Because you've been around the sport a long time doing this, video replays into boxing and potentially extra judges. What do you think of that?
I think that VAR slows games down. We've seen that in football, but it's high stakes. All sport is. So you want to get it right. And I think although VAR has slowed the game right down, it's the majority of the time giving you the right decisions at the right moments. I don't want to take away from the judging element of the excitement of the decision, quite like the WBC's open scoring after 4 or 8 rounds. But I think for VAR, for incidents, I don't have too much of a problem for that. I think if you look at probably the best example in recent times was Usyk Dubois, right?
Yes.
Where you can run that back in VAR, but by the way, I'm not sure even then you'd get, because still, for me, it's a low blow, but for someone else, no, it's on the line. So I don't, in football, the rules are so clear cut that in boxing, I just feel that they're not. So there's an incident there where you cannot categorically say, in my opinion, categorically that is a low blow. I've heard other people say, no, it's fine. I'm thinking, well, so I don't know. You're getting into grey territory. Part of the beauty for me is allowing the sport and the fight, the match, whatever it is, to flow. So it's May the 18th, so I don't know.
You made comments on Wayne Rooney potentially coming into boxing. I want to talk about this. You mentioned, I think, in relation to a Jake Paul. You, hand on heart, think if he came into boxing, he had a chance of beating Jake Paul?
Yeah, I think that...
You'd like to promote that, wouldn't you?
I would. I've thought about it before. I know Wayne is a brilliant bloke, Wayne Rooney. Brilliant bloke. And, he used to fight down the amateur club, can hold his hands up. And I said the other day that if I've had a beer with him or a glass of wine, he deep down, he fancies it. And I think it's great to get yourself in shape, but the problem is the consequences that might happen. Like if you got beat or you got bashed up or you got knocked out, it's not the best. So the money would have to make sense. I've always felt like that's a fight that would do extremely well at Old Trafford. But listen, Jake Paul's definitely come on. He's not the guy anymore that was just a complete novice. He's now having experience, and I still think Wayne could beat Jake Paul, but he would definitely be the underdog.
Katie Taylor, do we have an update? Rumours have seen online saying probably not going to happen at Croke Park. Don't know how true they are. So horse's mouth, any closer? Yeah,
we're definitely planning to have Katie Taylor box in Ireland. Still plans for the end of May. Obviously, our preference is Chantel Cameron. It's got to all work, and we'll see if that's possible. But yeah, May in Ireland. Croke Park, unlikely, but almost certainly back to Ireland.
Leigh Wood, quickly. Obviously, we know the City Ground's now off the table, but obviously, I think Josh Warrington still wants that fight. I'm sure Leigh Wood, it's a good option for him. Been any further talks about this?
Yeah, I saw Leigh when I was with AJ last week. Wants the fight. Very disappointed about Nottingham Forest. Is what it is. Got to get over it and crack on. And I think that the Warrington fight makes sense still. We have to see what happens with a 5v5, because if super featherweight or featherweight particularly gets called out as a weight, Josh Warrington is right up there as one of my picks at featherweight. Ray Ford fights in 2 weeks for the world title as well. So yeah, I still think Wood Warrington makes a lot of sense.
I know you just made a new signing, Matisse, but have you got any other signings coming up, potential for that 5v5?
I'm not sure whether for the 5v5, but yes, we have some more signings coming up. I think Matisse was a wonderful signing. For me, one of the most exciting fighters in the sport. So planning his next fight now. Would love to take him home to Puerto Rico, and on we go.
Eddie, I appreciate your time.
We need to think of a new advert for freebets.com.
Get your best betting offers from freebets.com.
Yeah, that'll do.
The following deals are now live.